Welcome to today's broadcast of Carroll High School Athletics. This is CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports. Now, here are your Carroll Chargers.
Hello and welcome to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. I'm Matthew James along with
Gabriel Thomas.
And we'll be calling today's game for you between the visiting Southside Archers and your Carroll Chargers of Carroll High School from the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse. We're set up for a good matchup tonight, hopefully. Both teams are 2-0. Carroll's second game, they played Tuesday, had a nice comeback win against Huntington North on the road, winning by 7. Southside, also 2-0, has a much higher state ranking, number 8 in the state. It's going to be tough. They're also 2-0. They beat Penn last Friday by 10 points. And in the first game, they scored 84 to beat Jay by 47. A little creepy there. They got a lot of talent, a lot more than the JV team that just watched score 13 points.
It's a very strong team. If Carroll's not careful, Southside could be a thorn in their side.
They sure could. Southside, number 8 in the state, as I mentioned. They're number 190 in the country out of thousands of teams. Carroll, number 158 in the state, 6,027th nationally. So on paper, they're an underdog, to say the least, but they played a very spirited game the other night. We called it. They played very well. They need to limit the turnovers. Southside we haven't seen, but that's going to be a key for them too.
Turnovers were key in that game. Luckily, they were able to hold their turnovers in the final minutes of that game, and that's what saved them.
And the three-point shooting from Carroll.
Three-point shooting was very good. We had Heather Schmidt and Madison Peterson.
Maddie Peterson had 22 points on Monday. She played very well. She needs to keep doing that for Carroll to have a chance to pull off what could be classified as an upset tonight. And with that, please read us the starting lineups.
Alrighty, for the Southside Archers, number 14, Lakin Gully. Number 20, Lyanna Noel. Number 22, Ariana Simmons. Number 30, Brittany Clopton. And number 32, DeJoya Johnson. And for the Carroll Chargers, number 10, Amy Pointer. Number 32, Heather Schmidt. Number 30, Beth Schaefer. Number 32, Madison Peterson. And number 42, Kelsey Ronan.
Thank you, Gabriel. The big key for me, though, is you got to limit the turnovers. The three-point shooting may or may not be there, but you can survive without it if you don't turn the ball over. Do you have any other keys?
Well, it's true. Live by the 3, die by the 3. You know, if you're going to go with the 3, make sure you're getting it. If you don't get it, don't get it. You know, take what's given, and you can win this game.
Yep, we'll see if they can pull it off. After this, we'll be back with the first quarter and the start of game number 3 for both teams here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello and welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. Just about set for tip-off here between the visiting Southside Archers and your Carroll Chargers. Talked about in the pregame how this has got to be a tough game for Carroll. They did survive Monday night and they won Tuesday, but they have to limit the turnovers.
It's true. You know, turnovers are what kills both teams. You know, that's what killed both teams in the game against Leo, you know, in the season opener. Hopefully they're shaking off those cobwebs and ready to play tonight.
Well, we're about ready. The impact player for Southside has got to be Ariana Simmons, who's going to take the tip here for Southside. She's very versatile down low, and she scores a lot of points. Guard Maddie Peterson's the impact player for the Chargers. She scored 22 points on Monday. And the opening tip between Simmons and Kelsey Ronan is won by Simmons. She gets the ball back and immediately throws it out of bounds, looking for DeJoya Johnson, but she threw it behind her.
Well, we talked about turnovers, and there's one right there.
4 seconds into the game.
Yep.
Amy Pointer takes the inbounds pass from Heather Schmidt, who gets it back, passes cross court to Peterson. Up top, Ronan. That pass too high for Heather Schmidt, and both teams have a turnover within the first 13 seconds.
Well, here we go again.
I think that the team who has less turnovers will win this game.
Exactly. That's what it all comes down to.
Lead it up the floor for Southside is Linian Noel playing the point. Passes it down low to Brittany Clopton, who tries to get it back out to Lakin Gully, but she turns it over to Pointer instead. Pointer driving, trying to lead, finds Peterson, who passes on a contested 3, and she passes it too high for Heather Schmidt. So in this game, 0 shots, 4 turnovers in 35 seconds. Inbounded again from Johnson to Noel. She's going to slow down the tempo. Carroll still playing the 2-3 zone defense. Noel looking, finds Gully for 3, and she got it. Lakin Gully knocks down the first shot of the game, and it's a 3-0 lead early for Southside, who's using a full court press. Peterson, nice job not to travel. She drives. They got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Heather Schmidt down low to Schaefer, open layup, and she blows it. Sorry to sound a little pessimistic there. Passes it to Simmons, and we see her athleticism with that nice layup there with the left hand.
There you go.
Very fast player as well. Nice pass from Ronan to Peterson down low, who misses it way too short. And Linnea Noel gets the ball and is fouled. Loose ball foul. First foul of the game. It is going to go on, I believe, Maddie Peterson. Nope, Kelsey Ronan. Excuse me. First team foul. Southside has a 5-0 lead early. Noel gets the inbounds pass from Goldie, who knocked down a 3 a minute ago. And unlike Carroll, we see Southside sticking with 1 point guard as Noel drives and leaves the finger roll short. Pointer the rebound down low, and she's going to slow it down, try to set up a play. Passes to Schmidt, who's double covered in the corner. Nice job to split the double team, finds Pointer, and she passes to Ronan down low, not quite going to get it there. Picked off by Simmons, who's driving again, one-on-one with Schmidt, and she is fouled, couldn't quite get the layup to drop. Almost got the 3-point play opportunity, but she'll have 2 shots at the line.
That one was really close.
We can see her using her 5'11" frame to her advantage already. She can use the left hand, so she's going to be tough to beat, forced to be reckoned with for Carroll. First free throw from Simmons is up and good, and it's a 6-0 lead early. And one key we didn't touch on in the pregame show is free throws.
Exactly.
Carroll survived their first game, but they missed their last 6 free throws, which could have iced the game. They only need to make 3 of them. They missed all 6. They have to shoot them better tonight. Second free throw from Simmons is also up and good. She has 4 points early, and it's 7-0, not a football score, Southside leading less than 2 minutes in. That pass deflected, but finds the arms of Heather Schmidt, who is fouled by Chelsea Rogers. That's the first foul on Southside. It's a blocking foul. Schmidt will try to inbound.
A pretty rough foul, obviously.
Trying to force her out of bounds.
Size advantage there.
Schmidt going cross court does find Pointer. Lucky that one wasn't stolen. Goes back cross court again, this time to Peterson, who's doubled. And again, that pass is too high for Heather Schmidt. That's the 3rd time tonight. Heather Schmidt, she is 5'7". That's pretty average height for Carroll's team, but they have thrown 3 passes about 7 feet in the air, and she hasn't been able to quite bring one in. They need to work on that. They're taking too many cross-court passes. Lakin Gully pulls up for a deep 3 from another area code. It's no good. Kelsey Ronan rebounds. She's double-teamed and passes to Pointer, who will lead it up the court for the Chargers.
And that's the thing about using the 2-3 defense. It opens up that 3-point shot.
It does. Kelsey Ronan's going to take a 3 from the corner, and it's well short. Schaefer could not quite save it. She stepped on the line. Good call by the official. But we saw it the other night. The 2-3 zone, there's 2 ways to beat it. You shoot the 3 or you penetrate. And most of the time when you penetrate, you leave somebody open for 3 and you find them. So you have to. Southside's knocked down a 3 early. That's why they're up 7-0, along with a couple other shots. But if you can make the 2-3 zone isn't too bad to beat.
That's really key for Southside here.
Noel leads it up the floor again, finds Rogers, goes down low to Simmons, who's double teamed, and she loses it out of bounds. It will stay with Southside. And we're already seeing this athleticism from Southside causing a problem for Carroll's defense.
It's very good offense by Southside.
But we don't see this in a high school game very often. They are doubling Ariana Simmons. They know how dangerous she is.
They have a good reason.
Noel, top of the key. Nice job by Ronan, but she couldn't quite get the steal. Chelsea Rogers for 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Noel finds Simmons, who thought she was fouled there. Maddie Peterson
all alone, one-on-one.
And she couldn't get it. Good hustle from Lakin Gully to force a contested layup. Finds Noel. Pass, nice, extra pass, but Brittany Clopton couldn't put in the layup, and Pointer the rebound. That pass deflected, and Catanzarite couldn't get it, but it was deflected out of bounds by Simmons, who's showing she's a force on defense as well. Very good all-around player.
Overall, great player.
Catanzarite into the game for Carroll. She inbounds to Pointer. Carroll still looking for their first point of this game. 3.5 minutes in now. Mackenzie Bevineau also in. Goes down low to Schaefer. Back out to Pointer. Passes to Catanzarite. Kelsey Ronan takes the three and drives. And that pass is taken away by Clopton, who's going to lead the fast break. She should slow it down. She doesn't. And she's going to draw the foul on Pointer. Not a good foul. Carroll had them. They had 3 defenders back to just 2 offensive players for Southside. She didn't commit the foul. That was going to be a bad shot. And Carroll's going to take a timeout.
Much needed timeout. They have yet to be on the board.
7-0 with 4:12 left in the opening quarter. It's been a fast-paced game so far.
It has been. It's got to be a fast-paced game.
Carroll has got to make their layups. So they've had 2 layups already that they haven't been able to put in down low. They're missing some easy shots. And if that keeps happening, they have no chance to win this game. But we are seeing why Southside's ranked number 8 in the state and number 190 in the country. Very impressive. Ariana Simmons is a big reason why, but they're playing good team defense.
Exactly. They're keeping the speed on Carroll, and I don't think Carroll can keep up. So going to.
So Clopton's going to get 2 shots from the line. Southside 2 for 2 from the line early. Almost halfway through the first quarter. That was the 3rd team foul on Carroll before the timeout. First free throw from Clopton is well off to the right. No good. She has 1 more. We see Simmons, who's been outstanding. She's already in position. Watch out for the offensive rebound if she misses. And that free throw also no good, but nice box out by Schaefer. And then throws it away right back to Clopton, who's fouled. Nope, she traveled first. So hard to see when she has 2 defenders in our view, but that's the first travel of the night. We saw a lot of them against Leo.
We saw a travel on the ground against Leo, which I didn't even think was physically possible, but
well. Schmidt inbounds to Catanzarite, and she's struggling, as is everybody else, and she couldn't get it. Loses it out of bounds. That full court press is working.
Well, we saw this matchup against Leo, full court press versus 2-3 zone, and there it is.
The full court press has definitely been winning so far. Chelsea Rogers to inbound, finds Noel. Goes down to Clopton, who fakes the drive, kicks it back out to Noel. She drives, guarded by Mackenzie Bevineau now. She's just checked into the game. Finds Brittany Clopton for 3, passes it down low to Rogers, who is fouled on her way up by Pointer. And that is the 4th team foul already on the Chargers. And that will send Rogers to the line for 2. Southside 2 for 4 on their free throws. Brittany Clopton just missed 2. First one from Rogers is up and good. It's an 8-0 lead for Southside early. Couple of substitutions. Lakeisha Lamasker-Stevens, a freshman center, is in, and as is DeJoya Johnson for the first time in this game.
Yeah, freshman players at the varsity level. This is where the experience factor comes into play. We'll see
Rogers' second free throw in and out and back in. It's 9-0. Southside leads. Long pass from Schmidt. She finds Catanzarite open. Goes back to Pointer. Foot on the line, I believe, and it's an air ball anyway. Noel finds Simmons on the fast break. This is where she's dangerous, and she just knifes 2 defenders. Misses the layup, though. And Ronan traveled. You saw it. That was a good call.
That was a pretty good call, you know.
But we see where Ariana Simmons is so dangerous. She is great at splitting the double team, and even on the fast break, just that neither Carroll defender could keep up with her. You see her athleticism, especially down near the basket. She already has 4 points, and if they don't stop her, Carroll is not going to win this game. DeJoya Johnson passes up the open 3, goes down to Simmons, who lays it up and in. Excuse me, that was Lamasker-Stevens, the freshman. She seems to be a Simmons clone almost. Maddie Peterson passed to Catanzarite, down low to Sarah Stillwell recently into the game. She misses. Rebound by Rogers. There goes Johnson. She drives, kicks it back out to Noel, who slows down the tempo. Nice spin move. Mackenzie DePremio in the game for the first time for the Chargers. Noel driving, and she lays it up, and no good. Another missed layup. Stillwell was bumped. She couldn't get the rebound. Linnea Noel with the Rebound for Southside offensive. Nice pass from Johnson back out to Noel, and they're going to set it up again. Southside has an 11-0 lead early here, and Carroll's got to settle down and start making some shots. Johnson double-teamed, passes to LeMaster Stevens, who couldn't put that one in. Another offensive rebound, kicks it back out to Johnson. Over to Linnea Noel for three. That one's off the mark. You can see that one. And another offensive rebound, this one by Rogers, and she lays it in.
Yep, 13-0. They've already tied up their junior varsity score. So
they did. That was a 56-13 Carroll win, if any of you are wondering. But we are seeing it, Southside dominating on the glass.
That's true. All these offensive rebounds, it's kind of hard to count.
There were 4 offensive rebounds on that possession alone before Southside put one in. And then if you keep giving them offensive rebounds, it's only a matter of time before they're able to make a shot. Maddie Peterson double-teamed the backcourt, gets away from it. Almost loses it, gets it back to Catanzarite, over to DePremio, and that pass too high. Nice hustle by Johnson, who's going to drive and lay it in, no foul. Catanzarite tried to draw the charge. She just went right around her. And it is 15-0, and now DePremio dribbles it on the end line. And it is 15-0 with 1:44 left in the first quarter, and Neon Nation is silent.
Yeah, Carroll's got to put some points on the board, otherwise this one could be over very, very quickly.
They need to settle down. They're not taking any good shots, and when they don't get a shot, they're turning the ball over. And there's a double dribble offensive foul on Linnea Noel. It's on Simmons, away from the ball. I'm sorry, Noel seems to be upset. I thought she was called for the foul, but she was not. Amy Pointer back in the game, as is Heather Schmidt. Starting 5, all back on the floor for Carroll. They find Kelsey Ronan, passes to Schmidt, fakes the 3. Goes back out to Ronan, who has a shot. Pointer gets it instead, and she tries to force one into Peterson. But the deflection from Johnson, who almost got the steal, went out of bounds. It'll stay with Carroll. 1:26 left in the opening quarter. The Archers leading the Carroll Chargers 15-0. It is early, but Carroll this one could be over early if they don't start making shots.
That's true.
Maddie Peterson open, almost lost it out of bounds, gets it back, drives, and that one is in and out. Nice rebound by Stevens, and there's a foul on Kelsey Ronan, loose ball. And you could see that. She basically tried to throw Noel out of the way so she couldn't get the rebound.
I don't know about that call. Got to stay focused. Try not to get frustrated here.
So Noel's still in the game, still playing the point for the Archers. They have a minute and 5 seconds to score again. Now it is Johnson on the wing. Passes to LeMaster Stevens. Instead goes out to Clopton. Mid-range jumper way long. Nice offensive rebound by Stevens, and she puts it in. And she's a very talented freshman, as we can see. 17-0 early. Maddie Peterson, that one poked out of bounds by Johnson. It'll stay with Carroll. 45 seconds to go. And they need to make a shot here before the end of the quarter.
They have to. They really have no other option here.
Heather Schmidt going to inbound, finds Pointer. Almost went over and back.
That was
Maddie Peterson now. And we said she's going to, and there's another turnover. This one, nice play by Johnson, saving it to Noel. Finds Maria Moore into the game. Back to Noel. Open 3, and a foul. They didn't see it. That one's way off.
Backboard.
That was off. Heather Schmidt drives, and she has a shot, and she just blew it.
Another easy one.
And a nice steal by Peterson, though. And then she throws it away. 2 on.
All alone.
And she lays it in.
Got it.
Brittany Clopton. And there's 8 seconds. Carroll's got to hurry. 6 seconds. Peterson still has an inbound at 4. Pointer double team. Peterson 2 seconds. 1 second, lost the ball, and that's going to end the first quarter. A pathetic first quarter, to say the least. At the end of 1 quarter of tonight's game between Southside and Carroll, the Southside Archers on the road are leading 19-0. We'll be back with the second quarter after this here on CSBN, their worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports, where the Southside Archers are leading the Carroll Chargers after 19-0. Yes, you heard that right. And the big key for Carroll there too, really. Turnovers and rebounding.
Yep, that's the big key here. I mean, Southside has had way too many opportunities to get the ball back in the rim.
They had a lot of offensive rebounds, and they also limited their turnovers. Carroll turned it over almost 2/3 of their possessions, if not more. They only had a couple of shots that even hit the rim, so they really need to regroup here. Pointer tries to force one down low, and another nice save by Noel.
It's Brittany Clapton.
Who gets it, saves it to herself, passes to Johnson, back to Noel. And that pass intended for Brittany Clopton was almost stolen by Pointer, but it ends up in the hands of Maria Moore.
Got a knee in that one.
She was looking for Lemaster Stevens, and Schaefer trying to save, stepped on the line. It'll stay with Southside. Maria Moore, who's in the game for the first time tonight, is going to inbound. Finds DeHoya Johnson, who gets hit as she shoots. No foul. Schaefer finds Pointer to split the full court press, and she'll lead it up for Carroll, still looking for their first points. And a nice steal from behind, and Pointer, nice effort, but right to Johnson, and she'll lay it in. 21-0. It's a 3-touchdown lead for Southside at the beginning of the second quarter. Now, and Emily Catanzarite is fouled, blocking foul. That one will go on Maria Moore. Third team foul for the Archers. Schmidt will inbound for Carroll, finds Amy Pointer. And when you have a scoreless first quarter, it's almost impossible to come back.
Well, it is.
They need to keep up the intensity, though, as Ronan turns it over to Johnson, and there is a horrible pass, to say the least, from Clopton, looking for Moore, who had an open layup, but she shot that one out of bounds.
I don't know who she was throwing that one to.
Heather Schmidt passes to Catanzarite, who just lost it out of bounds, trying to push the tempo. Not a good idea. Carroll needs to slow down. And there is another timeout by Carroll. That is their second.
And that's probably exactly what their coach is saying right now.
So 21-0. And we haven't even seen the rebounding become an issue yet. It has definitely been the turnovers for Carroll. Only one travel in this game, but bad passes, losing it out of bounds. There's just nothing they've been doing right in this game. There are a lot of adjustments that Carroll could make, but at this point, 21-0, 6:49 left in the first half. They really need to make a run here. If they don't get within, I say 10 at halftime, they're not going to come back in this game, and they haven't even scored yet, so I don't like their chances.
Hey, we've seen crazy things happen.
We have. I'm not gonna count them out, not yet. But if they don't score a point, then I will count them out.
There you go.
Maddie Peterson needs to get it going, as does really everybody else. But she was the X factor for Carroll. That she scored 22 points the other night. She's only had one shot, and it was a bad one in this game.
Gotta find a net here.
So coming out of the timeout, let's see if Carroll comes out regrouped, more focused, and they need to. They got to clamp down on defense, they got to clamp down on the glass, and they got to limit the turnovers. So what else could we say? Maria Moore inbounds to Linnea Noel, coming out of the timeout. Well, a nice crossover, gets around Catanzarite, passes to Johnson, passes it back out to Moore, down low to Clopton, finds Noel, 2-3 zone. Maria Moore passes up the 3. Clopton, watch the travel, passes out to Moore, another fake, drives, and she is fouled, and one, no, offensive foul.
I thought they were going to call that there, you know.
I thought that was clean play. I didn't see the foul. But that one is going to go on Maria Moore. That is her second. Both teams have 4 fouls. And Heather Schmidt will inbound for Carroll. That full court press from Southside has been very effective, forcing a lot of the turnovers, and Catanzarite loses it out of bounds again.
It's just fundamentals here, fundamentals.
But she's done that a few times in this game, and every time it's been in the backcourt because of that full court pressure.
Coming with the whole new squad out there now.
Mackenzie DePremio is back in the game, as is Maddie Peterson and Stillwell. Linnea Noel takes the inbounds pass for Southside, passes to Moore. Down low to Clopton, tries the pick and roll, doesn't quite work. Stolen by Ronan, who's trying to find a teammate. She can't, and jump ball situation, possession arrow with Southside. And just about everything has gone wrong here tonight. Southside's going to retain possession up 21-0 with 6:13 left in the second quarter. It'll be Clopton to inbound.
That's the big thing here, keeping the ball in possession. Carroll has not been able to do that so far.
Finds Lakin Goalie back in the game. Passes to Moore, open long two is in and out for Clopton. Rebound by Simmons, who turns around and puts it in. Nice move. Peterson finds DePremio, who's double teamed, looking for a teammate. Dribbles out of it, finds Mackenzie Bevino, also back in the game. As Carroll has a deep team and nobody's really been effective so far. Let's see if more role players are effective for them. Bevino playing the point now, finds DePremio, looking for Stillwell. Instead goes to Peterson. Long two for Ronan, passes it up. Peterson shoots the three instead, and finally,
their first point.
Carroll is on the board, 23-3. Sounds like a football score.
And there we go, you see the crowd get excited there. That's what they need to do.
Lakin Goalie playing the point for Southside now. Passes it off to Moore, who's going to drive. Finds Simmons. Beautiful feed, and she blows the layup. Didn't expect to see that. And Kelsey Ronan is fouled by Brittany Clopton. That is her first.
That's a good call.
She doesn't like it. She's standing there like the Statue of Liberty.
Well, she knew she got the elbow in there. Might not have been intentional, but it still happened.
Excuse me, they're changing the call now. Now, I don't know what's happening. Now Clopton looks like she's the one who's going to inbound it, even though they called the foul on her. They're going to change it to Carroll now. Kelsey Ronan gets the foul. Even the officiating isn't helping tonight for him. Passes inbounds to Naja King in for the first time. Pass to Goalie. King open, long two, no good. Rebounded by Peterson. And she is fouled. This time, I believe it will go against Clopton. Now it is her first foul. Now both teams have 5 team fouls, and they're going to call it on Ariana Simmons instead. That is her second. Peterson going to inbound for Carroll, who just got on the board for the first time in the game. Down by 20. 5:09 to go. They still got time. If they can at least get it maybe within 15, I'll give them a shot. Pass to Bevino, trying to push the pace, and she dribbles away. Nice. I think like the idea, and then she throws it away, looking for the premio. Even if she did get that, she was trapped in the corner against Lakin Goalie, who had tight coverage on her defensively. So Clopton inbounds now to Rogers, gives it right to Lakin Goalie playing the point for Southside. Just under 5 minutes to go. She drives, finds Chelsea Rogers back in, gives it to Clopton, who's been a major factor on the glass, and gives it to Goalie for 3. That one long. She has a interesting release on that shot. She gets it back though after another offensive rebound. Clopton drives, no foul, and she lays it up and in somehow high off the glass.
That one hit
high.
Top right corner of the square there.
That one was above the square. It is now 25-3. Bevino playing the point now, gives it to Peterson for 3. She got it.
Another one.
And now she's heating up, and that's really their only shot. It's now 25-6. Carroll within 19. They're starting to settle in here. Finally, almost after a quarter and a half of basketball. Brittany Clopton takes the pass, and she answers back with a layup of her own. 27-6. Peterson looking for somebody. Finds Ronan in the corner. She's trapped, almost traveled. And that was a horrible pass intercepted by Clopton. She'll take the shot from 10 feet. No good. Another offensive rebound by Naja King. No good. Another offensive rebound jump ball. And this one will go to Carroll. They have the possession now.
Rebounding is so crucial.
And now they didn't rebound. They got a break with the possession arrow. But it's a start. There were a couple of missed jumpers as Southside is going to take a timeout now. And the coach must be a little upset after allowing points. 27-6, Southside leading. But Carroll finally has gotten on the board, maybe getting a little momentum. Peterson's knocked down 2 threes. 3-point shooting hasn't been here for Carroll so far, but if Peterson and Schmidt and Katangerite can start to heat up, they could get back in this game. It's unlikely, but you can never give up.
It's very possible at this point.
I have seen weirder things.
Got 19 minutes and 45 seconds to do it though, so.
This game far from over. not trying to say, what I've been saying with Carroll is not playing well. I'm not trying to make it sound like this game is over. It's far from it. But just the way they've been playing is not good enough to win a game. Heather Schmidt going to inbound coming out of the timeout, looking for somebody. That full court press, and she tries to throw a football pass. It's deflected by Moore, and it'll stay with Carroll as it goes out of bounds. Michelle Wright is in the game for the first time today, one of Southside's 7 seniors. Peterson gets it, finds Schmidt, back to Peterson, who's doubled. Gives it to Schmidt, open 3, no good. And nobody there to even try to rebound. Chelsea Rogers going to lead the fast break. She slows it down, guarded by Schmidt, turns, and nice help defense from Ronan, but Peterson stepped out of bounds trying to drive and score for Carroll on the fast break.
It's a good effort to try, but,
Well, you like that she's still playing with intensity.
Well, yeah, you have to at this point,
And DePremi almost had a steal. Lake and Goey gets it anyway. They find Chelsea Rogers, who passes up the shot. Goes back to Goey. And she sets it up for Southside, finding Naja King. And she's doubled. And she stepped out of bounds trying to get around Bevino. She had a nice crossover move, but stepped on the end line. So Carroll's defense forces a rare turnover. Heather Schmidt going to inbound, and we're going to see some substitutions. Emily Catanzarite, Amy Pointer, and Beth Schaefer are going to be in for Mackenzie DePremio, Mackenzie Bevino, and waiting for somebody. They got 6 people on, and Maddie Peterson. Amy Pointer takes the inbounds pass back into the game, gives it to Catanzarite, who has been a non-factor in this game, to say the least. Gives it back to Pointer, cross-court to Schmidt, who somehow gets that pass, and floater no good. Offensive rebound Pointer, and she lays it in. 27-8 now, Southside leads. First player other than Peterson to score for Carroll in this game. Lake and Goey open 3, way long, and a nice save by Clopton. Excuse me, that was DeJoya Johnson. You saw her just outreach 2 defenders there who were guarding her from doing that very thing. And now Kelsey Ronan gets her 3rd foul, and she'll sit the rest of the half. Michelle Wright is going to get 2 free throws. First one is up and good. Southside up by 20. 2:34 left in the first half. Maddie Peterson back in for Ronan, who just got her 3rd foul. Michelle Wright about to attempt her 2nd free throw, knocked down the first. It is up and short. Offensive rebound by LeMaster Stevens back into the game, and she misses the putback. And another offensive rebound by Noel. She gets it back, goes down low to LeMaster Stevens, down low to Michelle Wright, who puts it in. Great ball movement with the extra pass.
That is great ball movement. You think when you have a great player,
Nice pass by Peterson. Sorry to cut you off, but Catanzarite, but she couldn't execute the fast break. Schmidt's open for 3. She's going to take it, and it is no good. And loose ball underneath, and nice job by Wright, who finds Goey. Trying to lead the fast break, goes to Johnson, who's double team, splits it somehow, and then Pointer does a nice job to come up with the steal.
2-on-1 here.
If they hurry, Catanzarite gets it. She's going to pull up long 2, and she got it.
20 points.
When I saw her pull up, I didn't think it was a good idea. They could have gotten a layup, but she knocked it down. You can't complain. It is 30-10. LeMaster Stevens down low finds Goey. Out to Noel, passes up the 3. She's doubled. Somebody's open. They go down low to Stevens, and she traveled. We saw her take that extra step trying to get positioning down low. Good call.
Trying to get a little too much there.
Heather Schmidt ready to inbound. And finds Pointer. That full court press still in effect for Southside. And Pointer trying to find somebody and instead finds DeJoya Johnson. But a steal, Peterson trying to get it, and it'll stay with Southside. She's been playing aggressive defense. They have been playing a lot better here in the last 4 or 5 minutes of play, but it's come a little too late here. Well, okay. It's not over. Lake and Goey gets the inbounds. Noel passes up the 3, drives from the elbow. Can't knock it down. Another offensive rebound. No. Push off on LeMaster Stevens. Going to be an offensive foul. And Southside fans here are not happy about it.
I wouldn't be too happy with that call either, but it still works.
It looked like she might have thrown an elbow down there, trying to get the rebound. They called it. Carroll gets the ball. Inbounds to Pointer, finds Catanza right down low, and she is rejected by Lakeisha Lamaster-Stevens, a 5'10" freshman center. We see how talented she is. She could be a regional star here in a couple years. Inbounds to Peterson, chucks up a three. Didn't look good, and it wasn't. The rebound by Clopton, who traveled. That one was obvious.
It can only get better from here for a freshman.
This has been a fast-paced first half.
It really has, Southside has been dominating on the fast break.
They sure have. It is 30-10 with a 1:02 left in the first half. Heather Schmidt to inbound. Looking for Schaefer. They go backcourt to Catanzarite and Lake and Gully. Nice job to get a hand on it, but Amy Pointer gets it back. Heather Schmidt's open for three. She'll take it again, and that one was even worse than the first two. DeJoya Johnson saves it to Lake and Gully. Gully passes it to Clopton back in the game. Back to Gully. Pass up the three, extra pass. Naja King, long two off the side of the backboard. Clopton offensive rebound, no good. Stevens offensive rebound, and she puts it in. Another offensive rebound, two in that possession for Southside, and that's a major problem for Carroll right now. Amy Pointer splits the double team. They've got numbers if they hurry. Down low to Beth Schaefer, who can't put it in. Pointer down low. Nice offensive rebound. She's fouled on her way up. And that is the 7th team foul. Yeah, that will put Carroll in the bonus, but there are only 18 seconds to play in the first half. Amy Pointer will shoot two from the line.
Free throw is so crucial here.
First ones of the game for Carroll, and Pointer cannot knock down the first one. Amy Pointer has 2 points in this game. She hasn't been much of a factor, but then again, neither is anybody else. No offense. I know they're trying, but they are just clearly outmatched. Pointer misses another free throw. Lakeisha Lamaster-Stevens gets the rebound. Finds DeJoya Johnson. Peterson couldn't get the steal. Goalie down low to Stevens. And finds Johnson open for three. She passes it up. 4 seconds to go in the half. She drives, and it's stolen by Schmidt, going for Peterson, and she can't get a shot away. That will end the first half. So we've seen a very exciting, fast-paced first half of basketball that was dominated by the visiting Southside Archers. At halftime, the score is 32-10. Southside leading your Carroll Chargers. And for our CSBN halftime show, we've got to recap. The biggest problem for the Chargers in that first half was definitely the turnovers, and the offensive rebounds for Southside was a close second.
That's true.
You could phrase that either way.
I don't know about that. It's really hard to say.
Well, after they finally got their first points halfway through the second quarter, they did start to settle down. They didn't turn it over as much, but offensive rebounding was still a problem. Carroll did finally score some points after not scoring in the entire first quarter, but they're down by 22 because Southside, is getting so many second and third and even fourth chance opportunities, and that's just killing Carroll. Ariana Simmons, though, that's the one thing. After getting off to a good start, she wasn't much of a factor after that. So
exactly, and you think with like a player of her caliber, a team will become one-dimensional, but they've been able to pass the ball around the court. So
they have rotated. I like what I've seen from Lake and Gully. She's a good floor general, and I've also seen a lot of depth with their big women down low with Johnson and Clopton and especially Simmons. And we haven't even seen their whole roster yet.
The thing is, Master Stevens is a freshman, which is kind of unbelievable here, like the way she's played tonight. So
we've seen some good defense, and we've seen some good rebounding from Stevens. Among other things, they have a lot of talent. They could be a good team in the area for a long time. So with that, that'll conclude our halftime show. At halftime, it is 32-10 Southside. We'll be back with the third quarter of tonight's game after this here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. Just about set for the third quarter, where Ariana Simmons is going to inbound for Southside, who is leading the Chargers 32-10. And we touched on it a lot in the first half, but what Carroll needs to do, obviously, is not turn the ball over and offense and get more rebounds. They do that, they have I'd say, slim chance to get back in this game.
Well, slim chance is all you need.
It's true. Johoya Johnson down low misses the layup that arced about 10 feet in the air. Amy Pointer pulls down the offensive rebound for Carroll. Down by 22, finds Heather Schmidt. Back out to Ronan for three. She got it.
Get this one.
I'm surprised. Ronan she shot some, she didn't shoot a lot of threes last year, but she hasn't been shy with it so far this season. She knocks one down there.
There you go.
Cuts the lead to 19. Carroll's playing tougher defense here. You can see they're more aggressive very early. 2-3 zone in a much bigger effect. Lakin Goey down low is fouled by Beth Schaefer. That's her first. Team's first of the second half. And Goey will get 2 shots at the line. She had 3 points in the first half. And free throws, Carroll's only had 2 free throws in this game. They missed them both. So Southside's definitely had the edge there, and Goey knocks down the first free throw. Gives the Archers a 33-13 lead early in the third quarter. Second free throw from Goey is up and good. She knocks them both down.
Also something to notice, Maddie Peterson was down back at the other end, trying to put some...
They're trying to up the tempo, play aggressive. I like it. The full court press still in effect for Southside. And timeout by Carroll as Ronan couldn't find a teammate, almost traveled. Carroll will have 2 timeouts left. And early here, I bet they're just talking strategy. It's only been a minute. They have a 3-pointer, but they're down by 21. It's going to take a lot to be able to get back into this game. I think it just needs to start. I like where they're starting it from, the more aggressive approach.
Got to get aggressive here, you're down by 21. You got to put some life into this game.
Well, Carroll does seem to be more energetic here, at least to start the third quarter. They aren't going to give up, and you can't do that. They need to fight to the end. It looks like that's what they're going to do, and you have to have respect for that. Heather Schmidt inbounds to Peterson, who dribbles it off her foot right to Simmons, who misses a layup for the 3rd time tonight. I am surprised. Jump ball. It'll go to Carroll on the possession now. But Ariana Simmons is one of the best players in the area, and she's missed 3 layups tonight.
That might have been a little bit too fast for her, that last one, though.
Heather Schmidt got miscommunication with Peterson. She just threw a Hail Mary that was intercepted by Clopton. Passes it out to Noel, gets it back. Ball fake, finds Lakin Goey for 3. No good. She has a high arcing shot. Rebounded by DeJoya Johnson. Sky Hook lays it in. Little Magic Johnson-esque right there. And on the inbounds pass, she gets it right back and lays it in again. And just like that, Southside up by 25. Good hustle from Johnson.
It's 4 points in less than 5 seconds.
Amy Pointer passes to Schmidt. Ooh, she fell. No foul there. Incidental contact and another jump ball. This time it'll go to Southside.
Getting up a little bit slow on that one.
Heather Schmidt seemed to trip over Lakin Goey's feet. She thought it might have been a foul, but it looked to just be incidental. There didn't seem to be any intention to trip her there. I agree with the no call. Goey will play the point here, splits the double team, finds Johnson. Down low to Clopton from the elbow, got it. 40-13, Southside leads the Chargers on their home floor as Pointer drives, finds Peterson, nice pass, and she is fouled by either Clopton or Noel. They're going to call it on, I believe, Clopton. Nope, they're calling it on Noel. Whatever I say for fouls, please don't listen because I've been off with that all night. Heather Schmidt inbounds to Pointer, who takes the long 2, and it's too short. Rebounded by Noel, and she's going to try to push the pace for Southside. Finds Ariana Simmons. Nice ball fake. She drives and puts it in. Nice play. That's the Ariana Simmons we were expecting to see. And then steal by Clopton.
There you go again.
And Carroll's going to take one of their 4th timeout. Brittany Clopton leads all scorers with 10, and it is 44-13.
Well, Southside no stranger to putting up a lot of points. They put 84 points up already this season in one game. So
84-27 over Jay.
that was
This is close. They're on pace to be in the 70s. It is 44-13 to start the second half. Southside is on a 12-3 run. We've seen plenty of those. Carroll has the 1-3 from Ronan in the third quarter, but that's it so far. And Carroll's coach cannot be happy. Coach Redding, he has to be frustrated with what he's seen. He hasn't been able to give his players a lot of encouragement today because there hasn't been a whole lot they've done right so far. I like their effort and their intensity, but there's just no one area they're beating Southside one-on-one.
There also hasn't been a lot of opportunities by Carroll, so they have to force those shots, I would take my time just a little bit more. Maybe try to open up something.
Well, the game's already opened up, that's for sure. Heather Schmidt inbounds and finds Amy Pointer. She's got it all alone if she hurries, and she's fouled. Hard foul. That one, Simmons, I believe, got the foul. If it is, that would be her third. And for once, I'm right on the foul call. Amy Pointer will get 2 shots at the line. She is the only one on the Chargers who's had free throws tonight. She missed both of them in the second quarter. First free throw from Amy Pointer, up and no good. That one hung on the rim for a second.
It had a chance.
So now Carroll 0 for 3 on free throws in this game. Second attempt from Pointer is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 30, 44-14 as DeJoya Johnson gets the ball off the inbounds from Simmons. That one deflected by Pointer into the hands of Kelsey Ronan, who has 3 fouls. Amy Pointer drives, passes to Peterson, who almost had it stolen by Simmons. She takes a long 2. It's too long. Ronan, nice offensive rebound, and she lays it in.
There we go.
Beating Southside at their own game. Simmons was forced out of the paint. That opened up an offensive rebound opportunity for Ronan, and she capitalized. Simmons goes down low to Clopton, who was fouled by Ronan. That's her 4th. And there was no doubt who the foul's on this time. She's probably out for at least the rest of this third quarter. So we're going to see 4 players come in for Carroll. The only one who's not coming out is Beth Schaefer. It's easier to say it that way. It's Hanselreich, Stillwell, Bevino, and DePremio are going to come in as DeJoya Johnson gets the inbounds pass. Takes the 3. She's wide open, and she nails it. She was looking for somebody, then realized, I'm wide open for 3. I'm going to take it, and it was a smart decision. And another bad pass in the inbounds. That one goes right to Lydia Noel, who lays it in.
There you go. It's that turnover factor. It's turning in the Southside points.
The full court press has forced a lot of these turnovers off the inbounds play. It's been so effective. Mackenzie Bevino for 3 from the corner, and that one's in and out again.
It is Southside, though.
And there's a nice play by Tanzerite, but it's into the arms of Simmons, who finds Noel. Goes down low to Johnson, a little Magic Johnson sky hook, and that one is no good, but she draws a foul, I believe, on Stillwell. Nope, they're going to call it on Beth Schaefer. I had a two foul correct streak, but I lost it. That is Schaefer's second.
Well, the thing about the sky hook is if you can do it well, you can do it, and it's very effective.
It's so rare as Johnson knocks down the first free throw.
Especially in women's basketball.
Well, we haven't really seen it anywhere since Magic Johnson had retired with the HIV in 1992, so it's been a while, but since it's so rare, you can pull it off, like you said, if it's effective. Johnson knocks down both free throws. That opens up this game to 51-16 with 4:23 to go in the third quarter.
Almost the opposite score of the junior varsity game, which was...
Almost. That was 62-13, I think. Something like that. Ariana Simmons going for the steal, called for the foul. Aggressive defense. That is her 4th. That's her 4th. She might have to come out of the game, and here comes LeMaster Stevens. Ariana Simmons is, I believe, the most talented player on the court. She can also be, she's the most emotional, I think, as well. She's not happy after that last foul. But you gotta love her game. She's really a well-rounded player. She could have a future the college level. And we Catanzarite dribbles it up, finds Bebineau, passes down low to Schaefer, and Stillwell somehow gets it and is fouled. They had Catanzarite open for three in the corner, but Bebineau didn't see her.
And I think that was just kind of bad vision because DePremio was wide open. There was no one there.
And Catanzarite was also open. Either one of them would have worked, but they didn't see him. Catanzarite will inbound it, or try to. She's got to hurry. Finds Bebineau, goes down low to Schaefer, fakes it, and goes back out to Bebineau. Cross-court pass, and the length of Gully is going to force a turnover. She goes fast break to Maria Moore, and she is fouled on the way up by Bebineau. That's her second.
The smart foul there. They could have easily led the points.
It was a good job to make sure that she wasn't going to get the three-point play opportunity. So that will send Maria Moore to the line. She has not scored in this game. There's a good opportunity to change that. First free throw from Moore is up and good. Southside leads by 36. Gracious.
2:49 left in the third. You know,
this game it's all but over right now. As Moore's second free throw also up and good, 53-16. A little more than halfway through the third. Mackenzie DePremio going to play the point. This time up, passes to Bebineau. Looking, finds DePremio down low. It goes off her foot, out of bounds. And another turnover from Carroll. Moore will inbound, finds, passes it to Gully. And Carroll, unlike Southside, not using the full court press. And we've seen it from Southside be very effective. As for the first time in this game, Keandra Ferguson is in for Southside. She gets it, and she's fouled by Beth Schaefer. And that's a shooting foul. That'll get her 2 shots. That is the 6th team foul on the Chargers. That is Schaefer's 3rd. And Keandra Ferguson will get 2 free throws. First one is up and long, no good. Ferguson is the last of the 7 seniors to come into the... Nope, I'm sorry, there are actually 2 more, but there are 7 seniors on Southside. They have a lot of experience. They are, I believe, the best team in the area. And the second free throw from Ferguson is good. Gets the shooter's roll. DePremio leads up, and bad pass by Gully, who saves it behind the back to DePremio, who drives, kicks it back out to Bebineau. She had a layup there, I think, if she went for the basket. She instead takes the 3 after she gets it back, which is short. That one deflected out of bounds by Stevens. So, sorry, what were you going to say there, Gabriel?
Oh, I was just saying, Russell said it in there, you know.
So Pointer's going to inbound for Carroll. Trying to find somebody, and a forced pass to DePremio. Lucky that Moore deflected that one out of bounds. Carroll will keep it for now. I'm sorry.
I also noticed that Southside is going at a way faster tempo. It almost seems like Carroll can't keep up at this point.
You control the tempo, you control the game. Chelsea Rogers comes in for Lake and Gully. A quick pass from Bebineau to DePremio is intercepted by Moore, who is all alone, and she lays it in.
I was talking about right there.
Brings the lead to 40 points for Southside. Catanzarite finds Pointer, and another steal, 2-on-1. Moore with Ferguson, and a nice play by Bebineau, but she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah,
and that was the best defensive play we've seen all night. She just took it right out of the arms of Moore, but unfortunately for her, she was on the line. Chelsea Rogers, the inbound, finds Ferguson for 3. No good. That one was short. Nice offensive rebound by Rogers. And a nice job by Pointer to force a jump ball. Nope. They're going to call Amy Pointer for a foul. That will be her 2nd, team 7th, and that will put Southside in the bonus. They'll get a 1. Nope. That is their 6th foul. I'm sorry. And the next one will put them in the bonus for a 1-on-1. So inbound is Rogers and finds Lemaster Stevens up top. Back to Rogers for 3 in the corner. She got it.
There it is.
All alone.
Probably nail in the coffin there. 2:30 left.
I think the nail in the coffin was nailed in a long time ago. That was just another 3 for Southside. They're putting on a clinic. Mackenzie Bebineau Passes it back to Pointer, gets it back. Passes on the 3, double team, finds Pointer for 3, open, no good. Offensive rebound by Pointer, and she's fouled on her way up by Michelle Wright down low. That's her first. Team's 5th. And Pointer, they're going to call that a shooting foul. I thought that was not going to result in free throws, but Pointer will get 2. She's 1 for 4 on free throws in this game so far. So the first one here is up and good.
It's the first one.
Gives her 4 points on the day. Second free throw from Amy Pointer is up and also good. And that will bring the score to 59-18 with 2:07 to go and counting in the third quarter. Maria Moore playing the point now for Southside. Passes to Keandra Ferguson, who finds Michelle Wright, who takes a mid-range jumper and got it from the free throw line. Well, what we've seen from her so far, she's made a couple of nice shots. She hasn't been playing a lot, though. I'm not sure why. She plays like this all the time. She'd think she'd get a lot of minutes. Mackenzie DePremio shoots the 3, no good, but Mackenzie Bevineau, the offensive rebound. Pointer for 3 from the corner, air ball. And this one rebounded by Moore, who throws it behind Ferguson, looking for the fast break. It'll go to Carroll. The score is 61-18 with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Jasmine Harvey, the sixth of the 7 seniors on Southside in. The only one who we haven't seen is Naporsha Allen. Mackenzie Bevineau gets the cross-court pass on the inbounds. Passes to Catanzarite, who fakes the 3. Cross-court to Premio, mid-range jumper, no good. And rebounded by Lakeisha Lemaster-Stevens. She drives, good hustle. Passes it back to Moore, who will slow it down. Finds Stevens down low. She's going to take a mid-range jumper in the lane, and she cannot get the shooter's roll. Rebounded by DePremio. 58 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Finds Bevineau, who takes a long 2, and that is no good. Catanzarite offensive rebound. Forced up. Sarah Stillwell offensive rebound, no good. And Lemaster-Stevens comes down with it. Passes it to Moore. They have 4 on 3 if they hurry, and they're not going to. Finds Jasmine Harvey in the lane, and she puts it in.
And at this point, Carroll is just getting bullied down low in the key.
Everybody on Southside, though, has been effective on offense when they've come in. Everybody's been able to make a shot. It's been scary. Sarah Stillwell finds DePremio back to Catanzarite. Foot on the line for 2, no good. Rebounded by Moore, and that one's on the floor. Loose ball. Stillwell gets it, and she has it taken out of her hands. Somehow finds her way to DePremio, and there's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with Carroll. 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. Carroll's got time to get a nice shot here. They don't have to rush anything. Pointer will inbound. Finds Catanzarite. 12 seconds and counting. Finds Pointer. Cross court to DePremio. Open for 3. She takes it again, and this one short. Catanzarite. Offensive rebound. Lays it in. Nice play. 2 seconds. 1 second more. We'll just let the third quarter run out. And through 3 quarters of tonight's game, the Southside Archers, number 8 in the state for a reason, are winning 63-20 over your Carroll Chargers. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter after this on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello and welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Chargers sports, where Gangnam Style's got the crowd hyped up for the fourth quarter. With the Chargers down by 43, they need all the help they can get. We're ready to start the final quarter. Southside has this game well in hand, but you want to see Carroll keep the intensity up. Going back to that 2-3 zone, trapping Naja King back into the game, and that one out of bounds off the foot of Catanzarite. It'll stay with Southside. Ariana Simmons back in the game with 4 fouls. She gets even if she does foul out, it's not going to matter here at this point. Really Naja King, I'm sorry, that was Linnea Noel, one of the starters in the game still. She gets the layup in the lane to bring the lead to 45. Heather Schmidt goes down low to Schaefer. It's deflected high into the air and taken by Noel on the fast break. She's going to drive on Catanzarite and could not put in the layup, but offensive rebound by King. Everybody's getting in on that action tonight for the offensive rebounding. Pull-up shot by DeJoya Johnson, no good. And another offensive rebound by King. Back out to Johnson. Finds Ariana Simmons. Back to Johnson, open for three. No good this time. Ronan will get the rebound for Carroll. And Heather Schmidt playing the point now. Maddie Peterson back in the game. She has 6 points to lead the Chargers. Going down low, looking for Ronan. It's deflected and intercepted by Johnson. Nice crossover. Oh, look at that, behind the back. Showing off maybe. Naja King, long two. She got it. Wide open. Beth Schaefer nowhere near her. That'll bring the lead to 67-20.
Maddie Peterson had 22 points on Monday.
Heather Schmidt takes the three quickly, and she got it. 4-3 for Carroll. And maybe a little late here, but you like to see the effort. Brings the lead to 44. Down low to Simmons at the free throw line. Nice pass to Johnson. And she'll slow it down. Finds Noel, who passes on the three, back to... that is Portia Allen. It goes to Simmons, who takes the three. Looks like she's having a little fun now. That's not her game. She gets it back down low and puts it in. So now we have seen all 7 seniors. Portia Allen, the last one, she is now in. Maddie Peterson. Heather Schmidt's going to drive, and she draws the foul on Allen. That's her first. The lead 69-23. That is the 6th team foul on Southside. Next one for either team will put them in the bonus. Schmidt inbounds, looking for and finding Ronan. Cross-court passes into the bench. I think somebody might have gotten hit in the face there. Wasn't expecting that. And it's another turnover. Now the ball bounces into the stands. I don't know how that happened.
Keeps the hands on it, you know.
That one bounced to a Southside fan who, although we're quiet now, have had nothing to complain about. Noel finds Johnson for three. That one well short and air ball. But you see the offensive rebounding still a factor. Back out to Noel from the elbow. No good. Simmons couldn't get the rebound.
Heather Schmidt was held back on that play from getting the rebound.
DeJoy Johnson gets the offensive rebound for Southside. Gets it to Naja King, who's doubled in the corner. Finds Ariana Simmons, who finds Noel down low. I couldn't see the number. And gives it back to Simmons, who was fouled. And they're going to call the foul on Maddie Peterson. I'm sorry, I had a brain lapse. They're going to call it, they're going to put Noel on the line. They said that the foul, Matt Peterson fouled Noel before she passed it to Simmons, and then it'll put Noel at the line for a 1-and-1. Lead is 69-23 with 5:15 to play. We know we're going to see them get in the 70s. We could see 80s here. First free throw from Noel is up and good. She'll get another. Brings the lead to 70-23. This is not the performance you wanted if you're Carroll at this point. Everybody knows that. Don't have to point out the obvious. As Noel misses the second free throw, rebounded by Ronan. What does Carroll have to do to regroup after a real beatdown like this?
Well, you just got to put it behind you at this point, because, hey, you know what?
Another turnover. 3-on-1. Noel going to lay it up and in. Lead to 49. They haven't quite gotten it to 50 yet. I think we'll see it. Mackenzie DePremio is playing the point now. Passes to Schmidt. Another turnover. 3-on-1. Noel passes it to Keandra Ferguson, who could not lay it in. Another offensive rebound by Ferguson, cleaning up her own miss. Gives it out to Noel, who's going to slow it down. Going down low. Nice pass to Clopton, who puts it in. She has 12 to lead all scorers. And now it is a 51-point lead. Mackenzie DePremio finds that one. Somehow does not turn it over, and now it is deflected out of bounds by Clopton. It'll stay with Carroll. The Carroll Neon Nation is still here.
It's still here.
It hasn't had anything to cheer about this entire game. But you like to see the crowd supporting their team. Ronan gets the inbounds pass. Down low to Stillwell, who turns and puts it in. Nice jump hook Nice play in the post there. Her first basket of the game, and Maria Moore back in the game is playing the point now. Passes to Ferguson, gets it back, trying to find Rogers, and that one's intercepted by Schmidt.
Yeah, she had to watch the steps there. That was
Looking for Bevenall, way over her head, out of bounds, another turnover. We cannot stress enough how much turnovers have affected this game.
That's the number one factor as of right now. So.
4 minutes and counting left in this game, and the Archers have come on the road. They're leading 74-25. Maria Moore finds Ferguson. And there's a turnover from south side. Ronan gets the steal, and she has to pick up a dribble. Finds Schmidt. Down low to Stillwell. She takes the shot in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Clopton, back to Moore. She's going to drive. Kicks it back out to Gully. Passes it to Rogers for three. Got it. Amy Pointer is going to come back in the game for Carroll at the next stoppage. It is now a 52-point lead.
Yep, this one is...
Mackenzie Bevenall. And now we're going to see a lot of players come in for Carroll. Heather Schmidt takes a three trying to answer, and she does get the shooter's roll. We're going to see some reserves and bench warmers really for Carroll coming in here. It's nice to see that, getting them some playing time. This isn't how you wanted to get them into the game, but Whitney Clopton has the ball on the wing now for Southside. Goes back out to Ferguson. Drives. Clopton. Nice ball fake. Drives. Goes right around. Schmidt couldn't put it in. And we're going to see a jump ball here between three players. And the possession arrow will go to Carroll. So now Pointer's back in the game, as are some reserves. We're going to see all five players come out. Whitney Schlatter is in the game, as is Shannon Klaus, Kirsten Murphy, and Kylie Murphy. Those are the five on the floor. Pointer and four reserves.
Kirsten Murphy had a great JV game in the late goings in the fourth quarter.
Kirsten Murphy inbounds to Pointer. Passes to Klaus on the right wing. She is double team, finds Murphy again. She has the ball poked, but she gets it back, drives. Goes back to Pointer. Takes the three, no good. A nice save, that one right back to Kylie Murphy. Passes back to Pointer for three again, and another time it's short. This one, Kylie Murphy again the rebound, and this time she loses it to Rogers. Nice aggressive defense, finds Lakin Gully all alone, and Rogers gets the full court pass, and she's fouled by Pointer. That's her third. That is the 8th team foul on Carroll. That'll put Rogers at the line. And this should be 2. I believe that was a shooting foul.
That's the 2.
And it is. The first free throw from Jasmine Harvey is no good. I'm sorry, I thought that was Chelsea Rogers. They look similar. But Harvey's first free throw, no good. Second one is also no good. She has no arc on that. Amy Pointer gets the rebound. Finds, I believe that's Whitney Schlatter, goes to Kylie Murphy for three, no good. Rebounded by Shannon Klaus, who is fouled, and she'll get 2 shots at the line. So we're seeing some JV players getting some time here on the varsity team. We may see these players on the varsity team next year, 2 years from now. We had a, like which, I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Shannon Klaus's first free throw is up and good. Brings the lead to 48. And at this point, if you're Carroll, you try to lose by less than 50. I really think that's the best you can do. You don't want to lose by 50 points. 48's embarrassing enough. Klaus's second free throw also up and good. It is 77-30. Carroll leads with 2 minutes to play. Chelsea Rogers passes it to Lakin Gully, as we've seen just about everybody for both teams at this point. Now Portia Allen in the game, and she's going to find a way to pass it back to Rogers. Back to Allen. Down low to Jasmine Harvey, who's fouled by Kylie Murphy, number 12. I'm pretty sure she's the older sister of Kirsten Murphy. I'm not 100% sure. Do you know?
I'm not sure, but
I'm pretty sure they're sisters. Either way, that one's on Kylie, and Jasmine Harvey's at the line for 2. Harvey just missed 2, and this one is good. She got the shooter's roll, but she has no arc on that free throw. You notice that? She just shoots it right up at the rim and hopes it goes in. She got lucky that time.
Straight line drive there.
Sure is. Second free throw is up and good. Works for her there. If it works, don't change it. Amy Pointer gets the inbounds from Murphy. Drives, finds Shannon Klaus. Goes down low to Kirsten Murphy, who could not handle the pass, and it is another turnover. 79-30 to score, 1.5 minutes to play, and Southside's about to make it at least 50 once again if they make another shot. It is Lakin Gully now playing the point for Southside, looking for Rogers, finds her. She is double teamed, back to Gully, and Portia Allen is open, and that one is blocked, but deflected to Michelle Wright, but it is no good, and Kirsten Murphy gets the rebound. Amy Pointer now after the pass, back to Kirsten Murphy. Nice spin, she couldn't lay it in though. Offensive rebound to Pointer, nice save. Back to Whitney Schlatter, back to Klaus. Pointer, another three, got it. And if anything, that solidifies they won't lose by 50, but that brings it to 46 with 48 seconds to go. Southside could still score 80 as Portia Allen gives it to Lakin Gully, top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound to Chelsea Rogers for three, no good. This one rebounded by Jasmine Harvey. Passes it to Lakin Gully for three, and way long. Another offensive rebound, this one to Chelsea Rogers, 27 seconds left. This one down low to Gully, who is going to lay it in, and that is 81 for the Archers.
Well, second time in a row, Southside breaking 80.
13 seconds to go. Amy Pointer with 11. See if they're going to try for one last shot here. And that one deflected by Gully. Nice athletic reach there. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Carroll with 8 seconds to go. And we'll see if Carroll can just change the score. Passes it to Whitney Schlatter. 7 to go. Pointer gives it to Kylie Murphy for three. No good. Klaus offensive rebound. No good. And that will end this monstrosity, I guess, of a game. The final score from the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse, as Gabriel was starting to say, the Southside Archers 81, your Carroll Chargers 33, and that'll wrap it up here from the Fieldhouse in a dominating performance from the Archers, who played extremely well. It's not taking away anything from them, but Carroll was clearly outmatched all night in every aspect of the game. The main story was turnovers. There's a lot we could go over, but we'll save that for a second. We'll be right back with the post-game show here on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports, for the post-game show, where Southside beat Carroll tonight 81-33 in a beatdown, to say the least.
Yeah, I was going to say, to say the least.
There were a lot of good players for Southside. 4 players scored in double figures. We'll go through that whole list in a minute, but first, the big keys for you. For me, it was turnovers. What else was there?
I would say it was offensive rebounding for Southside. I mean,
those were the two big keys. There was nothing else that really happened in this game. There wasn't a whole lot of three-point shooting from either team. It was effective for Southside when they used it, but there was nothing really that Carroll was able to do to neutralize Southside's full-court press. That was extremely effective. Their zone defense wasn't very effective against Southside. This is the second time they put up 80 points this season, and it has just been ridiculous. But we've seen why Southside has that very high state ranking, and if with performances like this, that could just get even higher.
That's true. Believe it or not, Southside has been, that top-tier team, over the years, and
we could see that change with this kind of performance. So let's run through the entire scoring summary. For the victorious Southside Archers, Naja King scores 2 points. Keandra Ferguson 1. Lakin Gully 7. Lydia Knoll 7. Maria Moore 4. Ariana Simmons 10. Michelle Wright 5. Brittany Clopton 12. DeJoya Johnson leading them with 13. Chelsea Rogers with 10. And Lakeisha Lamaster Stevens had 6. And for the Chargers, Amy Pointer led the team with 8. Heather Schmidt had 6. Shannon Klaus had 2. Maddie Peterson, 6. Emily Catanzarite, 4. Kelsey Ronan, 5. And Sarah Stowell, 2. There is the scoring summary. That's about it. Do you have any final thoughts?
Well, not getting points earlier, the scoreless first quarter, and I think that's what kind of boiled down to this, this type of game where you have to play from behind the whole game. So,
I like to think of it this way. When you have a 48-point loss, they could have started with a 47-0 lead and, still lost the game. That's how I like to think of it. They were clearly outmatched in this game, but they did have a good effort. You like them fighting to the end, and that's about it. Upcoming broadcasts here on CSBN, the boys open their season at their home opener against South Bend Adams on Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Both the JV and the varsity boys will play, and these varsity girls will play again next Friday, day after Thanksgiving, at home against Bishop Dwenger. And that'll wrap it up here from Carroll High School, where the Southside Archers were victorious over the hosting Carroll Chargers, 81-33. Tune in for CSBN's next broadcast on Wednesday when the Chargers take on South Bend Adams. For Gabriel Thomas, I am Matthew James. Thank you for listening to CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You've been listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.